1939. The world stood on the edge of disaster. Countries were angry, economies were broken, and one man's ambition would soon ignite the deadliest war humanity had ever seen. A war that changed borders, destroyed entire cities, and took the lives of more than 70 million people. This is the story of World War II. After World War I, Germany was left humiliated and economically destroyed. People were unemployed. Inflation was out of control. Families struggled to survive. In this chaos, Adolf Hitler rose to power. He promised Germans one thing: to make Germany powerful again. Hitler and his Nazi party quickly gained support, but behind his speeches was a dangerous ideology built on hatred, racism, and extreme nationalism. By 1933, Hitler became the leader of Germany. Soon, he began rebuilding the military, even though it was forbidden after World War I. Other countries watched, but did nothing. And that silence would cost the world dearly. September 1st, 1939, Germany invaded Poland. Using fast-moving attacks called blitzkrieg, meaning lightning war, German forces crushed everything in their path. Just 2 days later, Britain and France declared war on Germany. World War II had officially begun. Within months, Hitler's army conquered country after country: Denmark, Norway, Belgium, the Netherlands. And then, France fell. Europe was shocked. It seemed like nobody could stop Nazi Germany. United Kingdom, Winston Churchill. Only one major power stood against Hitler in Western Europe: Britain. Hitler planned to invade the country. But first, Germany needed control of the skies. The German Air Force launched massive bombing attacks on British cities. Day after day, night after night, bombs destroyed homes, schools, and streets, but Britain refused to surrender. Prime Minister Winston Churchill inspired the nation with powerful speeches, and the Royal Air Force fought back bravely. Eventually, Germany failed to defeat Britain. It was Hitler's first major setback. In 1941, Hitler made a massive mistake. He invaded the Soviet Union. The operation was called Operation Barbarossa. Millions of German soldiers pushed deep into Soviet territory. At first, Germany advanced quickly, but then winter arrived. Temperatures dropped below freezing, supplies ran low, and Soviet resistance grew stronger. One of the bloodiest battles in history took place in Stalingrad. Thousands died every single day. In the end, the Soviet Union defeated the German army there. It became a turning point in the war. From that moment on, Germany slowly began losing control. The Holocaust behind the battlefield. One of the darkest crimes in human history was taking place. The Nazis began systematically targeting Jewish people and other groups they considered undesirable. Millions were forced into ghettos and concentration camps. Families were separated. People suffered starvation, forced labor, and mass killings. By the end of the war, around 6 million Jews had been murdered in the Holocaust. The world would never forget these horrors, and humanity would forever carry the scars. June 6, 1944, known as D-Day, Allied forces launched the largest sea invasion in history. Thousands of soldiers crossed the English Channel and landed on the beaches of Normandy, France. The fighting was brutal. Bullets flew everywhere. Explosions shook the ground. Many soldiers died before even reaching the shore. But the Allies pushed forward. This invasion marked the beginning of the end for Nazi Germany. Soon, Allied forces moved across Europe, liberating city after city. By 1945, Germany was collapsing. Soviet forces entered Berlin. Allied armies closed in from the west. Hitler's empire was finished. In April 1945, Adolf Hitler died inside his bunker in Berlin. Soon after, Germany surrendered. But the war was not over yet. World War II lasted 6 terrifying years. More than 70 million people lost their lives. Cities were destroyed. Families were broken. And humanity witnessed both incredible bravery and unimaginable cruelty. But from the ashes of war came important lessons. The world realized the true cost of hatred, dictatorship, and global conflict. And even today, the story of World War II continues to remind us why peace matters, because history should never repeat itself. If you enjoyed this documentary, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more historical stories.